atmosphere crackled with anticipation at the Active SG Pasir Ris Sports Centre as hordes of spectators eagerly gathered to bear witness to the electrifying clash unfolding before their eyes. The highly anticipated National School Games Table Tennis National A Division Championships of 2023. Hwa Chong Institution stood as an impenetrable fortress in the semi-finals against Eunoia Junior College. The scoreboard painted a picture of pure dominance, a resounding 5-0 victory that earned the HCI boys a seat in the finals. In contrast, Raffles Institution faced a titanic battle against the formidable Dunman High School in the semi-finals. In the nail-biting encounter, they scraped past their worthy adversaries with a hard-fought 3-2 victory. The two teams last met in the qualifying rounds when HCI triumphed in all 5 matches, leaving no doubt about their dominance on the table tennis court this year. With this commanding display in mind, the question hung in the air. Would this result be a harbinger of what awaits in the finals? However, Raffles Institution stands as a towering behemoth in the realm of table tennis excellence. With a rich history steeped in triumph, they have forged an unparalleled legacy. They have laid claim to every title since 2005, establishing themselves as the epitome of greatness in the table tennis arena. The HCI boys have spent 19 long years relentlessly pursuing the ultimate prize. Will they be able to dethrone the mighty RI Titans with their solid performance this year?
I was a bit scared. I was a bit pressured because after all he's from the national team, he has more match experience than me. But I told myself to just fight on.
Before the game I spoke to Dale, he told me he was nervous, but he showed that he was not going to give up, he was not going to let the team down. And he was really confident into the game to win the match. The team and I, we already knew and believed that he was going to come out victorious.
In the first clash of the day, HCI's Tan Jiao Rei squared off against Shi Han from RI. HCI seized the initial point, igniting a fierce battle between the two. The first set unfolded as a nail-biting affair, with RI ultimately gaining the upper hand, scoring crucial points in succession. The second set stretched to a grueling 12-12 deadlock before HCI unleashed a burst of consecutive points, clinching a hard-fought 14-12 victory. As the third set commenced, the battle between these equally skilled adversaries continued. In the flurry of exchanges, RI sealed the third set with a narrow 11-9 triumph. The fourth set defied expectations, as HCI, now needing 2 more sets to secure the match, transformed into an unstoppable force. He swiftly dominated the proceedings, closing the set with an emphatic 11-2 scoreline. In the fifth set, HCI struck first, sparking ecstatic celebrations from the Hwa Chong faithful. However, their elation was short-lived, as thunderous cheers erupted from the Raffles camp after RI registered a crucial point. In a display of sheer grit, HCI unleashed 3 decisive points, clinching the fifth set and securing both the match victory and the first triumph of the day. In the opening doubles match of the day, Nathaniel Goh and Chang Hock Si from HCI faced off against Nicholas and Luke Wong from RI. The matchup showcased an intriguing dynamic, with the Raffles duo composed of 2 right-handed players, while HCI had a lefty and a righty. This favourable configuration allowed HCI to cover more table space effectively, while RI had to constantly adjust their positions after each serve. The first set began with RI initially gaining the upper hand, but HCI gradually found their rhythm and warmed up to their full potential. RI couldn't keep up with the rising intensity of HCI, ultimately conceding the set with a close 10-12 score. Carrying their momentum into the second set, HCI maintained a comfortable lead over RI until reaching a deadlock. At this pivotal moment, HCI elevated their game, swiftly securing the set. HCI remained level-headed as they carried into the third set. This contributed to their victory in their second triumph of the day against the formidable RI team. The spectators eagerly awaited the second singles match between Yang from HCI and Bing Xian from RI. The cheers erupted solely from the raffle side as RI displayed an absolute dominance over HCI. In the first set, HCI could only muster 2 points before the match came to a swift end. The second set fared slightly better for HCI with 4 points, but RI secured a commanding 11 points in each set. There was no denying that Bing Xian operated on a different level. Although met with more resistance in the third set, RI continued to showcase his overwhelming prowess. HCI, determined, managed to extend the rallies, eventually reaching a tiebreaker against RI. However, HCI's late surge left little room for error, and RI capitalized, securing enough points to claim victory in the third set and win the match. In the fourth match, representing RI were Yik Keng and Alvin, while Aiden Ng and Ian Lai stood for HCI. From the start, RI showcased a remarkable sense of trust and camaraderie. Their coordination translated into an impressive performance, concluding the set with a score of 11-4. In the second set, the HCI team exhibited a significant improvement, managing to achieve a tie. However, the RI team's coordination proved to be too formidable and RI took home the second set. In the third set of the second doubles match, the intensity of the contest was fierce. But RI maintained their level of play consistently during the long rallies, securing the victory in the matchup. The climactic moment arrived. The final showdown, the tiebreaker for the A-Division Table Tennis Boys Championship. From the onset, it was evident that HCI and RI were evenly matched in skill. However, RI displayed a more masterful performance, which translated to him winning the first set. In the second set, each time HCI seemed to gain the upper hand, RI would swiftly counter, and vice versa. In the end, HCI dominated, swiftly concluding the set with a score of 11-4. In response, RI attempted to reciprocate, and he succeeded in winning the third set with a score of 11-6. RI needed just one more set to secure victory in the matchup and claim the championship title. However, HCI refused to accept such an outcome. He unleashed another surge of power, overpowering RI in the fourth set with a resounding score of 11-3. Now, both schools were tied at 2 wins each in the overall matches, as well as 2 sets apiece in the final matchup. HCI began the final set with the advantage, while anxiety and stress mounted on RI's side. As HCI accumulated rally after rally, RI struggled to keep pace. Consequently, HCI gained a significant lead and ultimately clinched the gold for HCI. As the ball slipped past RI's reach, HCI supporters erupted in jubilation, and the HCI team discarded the barricade to join in celebrating with Taeyu. With Taeyu's triumph, HCI emerged victorious, securing 3 out of 5 matches for the day and capturing the gold trophy.
Zhao Rui is quite a special player. He plays left hand. It's not very common in table tennis. So instead of serving down spin to my forehand, he started serving top spin, side spin to my forehand. It got me really uncomfortable. It took me quite a long time to adjust. I was getting a bit panicky. But then I think this is where the difference between a national team player and an amateur comes about. He had a better mental game than me. I feel a bit sad, a bit pity that maybe I could have ended my journey with a win now. But it's okay. What was more important to me was the time I spent with all my teammates, especially my juniors.
When we won, me and my fellow teammates, we broke down because it was the first time in history that we not only claimed the A Division boys and girls, we actually won the B and C Div together. And 1 month ago, we promised them that we will do it for them and create history in Hwa-Chong. We focused a lot on short balls, which prevented them from using their top spin and forehand attack. So by capitalizing on our strengths, by playing short balls, they weren't able to attack us a lot and we managed to block a lot of shots. I think that was what led us to win.